Apple has gotten a lot of attention this week for an ad that it put out for the new iPad. Bad attention, I should say. The wrong kind of attention, which is the only kind of attention that any new Apple product ever gets now. That's probably because Apple hasn't put out anything new or innovative in like 17 years. I mean, basically since the iPhone was first invented. I mean, there was the iPhone, the iPad, the iPod, all within a few years. I don't know what the exact time frame was. The iPod went away and got absorbed by the iPhone, basically. And then there was the iPhone and the iPad, and that's all they've done. I mean, every new innovation is just another version of those things. And yeah, there's the Apple Watch, and I think they have one of the goggle things that you put on. But that's just an iPhone you can wear. So they're all really just version, like an iPad is a flattened version of an iPhone. So that's all they have. You have the iPhone, you have the flattened iPhone, you have the iPhone taped to your wrist, the iPhone you wear on your eyes. Like, it's all it is. It's all the same thing. They aren't innovating anymore. And they haven't in many years. And they aren't even innovative with their marketing. Their marketing can't even successfully make it seem as though the products are new or interesting. Instead, the marketing, at least in this case of this ad, is causing repulsion. Like, it's actively repulsing people. The reaction to this ad was quite negative, and let's watch it.
Sometimes when I'm down and all alone, all I ever need is you. Winners come and they go, and we watch the melting snow. So as summer follows spring, all the things you do give me a reason to build my world around you. Come and follow rainbows, I am sure.
The most powerful iPad ever is also the thinnest.
All I ever need is you.
All right, so that's the ad. It's a giant hydraulic press crushing various musical instruments and artwork and sculptures and other things. Destroying. It's destroying. It's an ad showing destruction, and then it reveals the new iPad, which we are proudly told is the thinnest iPad yet. Which, first of all, so what? That is your only selling point? The thinnest yet? Why does it need to be so thin? I don't understand. Is it not thin enough already? This is like some weird tech version of bulimia or something. It's like our technology has body dysmorphia, obsessively trying to get skinnier and skinnier. Why, though? While we get fatter and fatter, by the way. So the people are getting fatter and fatter. The technology is getting I'm not the first person to point this out. You know, people get fatter and dumber. Technology gets skinnier and smarter. Not exactly a good trend. But I honestly don't get it. I don't understand why. Like, does anyone actually want it to be that thin? Did anyone get the last iPad and think, wow, this thing is, oh man, this thing's I could barely lift it. This thing is way too heavy. This is look how fat it is. Look at this fat iPad, this fat, gross iPad. Did anyone say that with the last iPad? Do you want it to feel as thin as a piece of paper? Like, I think you feel like you're going to break it. I don't want, I mean, you don't want it to be too bulky, but you don't want it to feel like you're going to break it when you hold it, right? So I don't get why that is even desirable. But more to the point, why are you actually providing a visual of your technology literally crushing human ingenuity and creativity? Why would you do that? Now, I know what you're going for. The idea is that all of that stuff is stuffed inside of this little thin box. But even that is depressing, right? And you know, the fact that you stuff it inside there by destroying it, like, why not do the reverse? Why not have start the ad? I mean, I'll work. Look, pay me $5 million a year. I'll do marketing for Apple. I could come up with something better than this. You start the ad with the iPad, this little thin, tiny thing. And then you have someone like opens it, right? Like it's a box. And then out of that little thin box, all of these things spring out. The piano and the sculptures and the music and everything comes out, right? So just reverse it. Like rather than us watching you destroy all of these beautiful things, how about it's a magical box and all of those things spring out of it? Isn't that a much better visual? Did no one suggest that during the marketing meetings of this thing? Was there no one in the marketing meeting who said, hey guys, like there's a positive version of this that we could easily do. Why are we doing this? Do we want our product to be visually associated with the destruction of things that people love? So it doesn't make a lot of sense, and people didn't react well to it. And that's why Apple has now apologized. According to The Verge, quote, Apple has apologized after a commercial meant to showcase its brand new iPad Pro drew widespread criticism. Let's see, spokesperson, I guess, said, creativity is in our DNA at Apple, and it's incredibly important to us to design products that empower creatives all over the world. Our goal is to always celebrate the myriad of ways. It's the myriad ways, is all, you don't need the of in there. The myriad ways users express themselves and bring their ideas to life through iPad. We missed the mark with this video, and we're sorry. So they have apologized for the ad. But what are they apologizing for? Like they're actually apologizing for being honest. That's what happened. They all looked at the ad and the reaction, and they said, "Oh crap! We were way too. This was way too on the nose. Like we have revealed way too much." Because, in fact, of course, and what makes it such a terrible ad is that it highlights. Not only is the visual very disturbing and like not exactly what you want, way too dark, right, to be associated with a consumer electronic, but at the same time, it's also kind of true. Like metaphorically, all of that is happening because of all this technology, right? Fewer people are playing instruments. There's less people playing the piano. Fewer people are reading. Fewer people are doing any of these sorts of things. And all of life and art and experience and creativity and music and everything is now inside these little boxes. And I think people look at an ad like that and it makes them think like, are we actually better for that? Is that better? Is it better to have your piano in the little thin box? What's wrong with actually having a piano? Wouldn't you rather just have a piano? A physical thing that you can see and you can learn how to use? I think we were better off. I think we were better off before. I think we're better off with having all of those things out in the world rather than in the little box. I'd say that's the conclusion to draw here. Hey, YouTube, thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like access to my full show with no ads, you should go to dailywire.com and use promo code Walsh to get 2 months free on all annual plans. See you there.